And now Poison, when he rotates off, Robs can work on the flank and cut off the boat. This is exciting as hell. He's going to try and get a third. Rush has saved the day. And now, unfortunately, BMAS, it was a two-pronged assault. He does get tagged by Poison, leaping now from the balcony. Gives him a chance to isolate one. 15 seconds, he'd need Poison now. Just a Glock. It's just not enough. It's just not enough, but he's made it work. Switches to the AWP. BMAS! You are insane!
Just that, but even if their B players fall, they're going to have such a quick retake available. Sunny might be able to kill players lining up smokes. He's got 3, and on the spray, Sunny decimating OG. He's got 4, and it's only Issa stuck in the tunnels, getting pushed from all positions. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, and it's Sunny chasing him down for the ace.
Wow.
Which he's done, so that's totally fine. He's all safe from the molly, but is he safe from the spray?
What?
Oh dear!
No!
Oh no, Mansu shoots around him in the perfect circle, it feels like, hitting everywhere, apart from Alu.
GODSENT's going to be putting a bit of presence over towards B now. Chris still solo at A with all the utility, although he's just going to rotate back with the rest of the troops over towards the bottom of the stairs. Keto up against the plywood. Might just hear the jump up here and... No, it doesn't. Okay. Solid position there. Let's see if he gets spotted.
Oh, this is going to be risky for Keto, isn't it? And it might actually end up working out.
The mouse wheel.
Thought it was going to go okay, but it doesn't. Zen does get Keto. Now Big are going to have a bit more difficult time defending the site as Tizian hides inside of that smokehouse. He's still alive. Off he goes. And can't get anything done. It was always going to be a rough position for him to play from. But now the rest of GODSENT will work their way into the site, and they do have to deal with Xantares, who is dancing around at the moment. Loses his closest teammate, but has the backup of Searson, who's found a headshot, but puts him down to a 1-on-3. Not a particularly easily winnable scenario here, Matt, but in the end he does his best and gets himself another frag. Still, GODSENT will come away with the pistol, 1-0 the scoreline, and pretty blistering pace out the gates.
Yeah, very standoffish approach from both sides until Crystal actually just runs up towards that ramp side of the map and finds a pick with the MAC-10. Actually takes out Searson on the AWP. You could see Sticko as well as Farlig trying to contest towards stairs, but after securing that man advantage, they're now going to throw this execute on towards that A bomb site and then reroute back towards B.
Yeah, it's going to be on to Keto. I was going to say Tizian's been pretty sharp, but it doesn't look like there's going to be that much of a push in toward A at the moment. A slow rotation around the map here from GODSENT. They're certainly making Big think.
Oh, and that's going to draw a huge amount of attention coming out from Big on the B site. Now let's see if mid gets left open. Keto in a solid position, but needs to try to dance around the smoke here. GODSENT seem to be aware. Sticko, 1 bullet from death. Tizian able to bring some supportive fire, and that's actually going to be the mid player falling. Crystal, Keto just waiting for the perfect moment to make his move now, and it looks like GODSENT might just be completely gone. Well, okay, maybe not. Sticko.
1-on-1, Xantares down to half HP now. Sticko has all of the cards to play until Xantares does get back into cover. He's snuck across, and that's just enough.
Chip away a round or two, Mac, but realistically, you're looking at how good the economy is here for Big. It's going to be quite hard, but Maiden finally finding a little bit more success towards Scaffold last round and this round as well, creating some openings, and it seems like GODSENT aren't looking to slow down anytime soon.
I'm not sure that that's going to be the way that they really want to be going about this, because Searson and Xantares are still prepared for them. Counter utility being thrown in now for Big as well, and that enables the peak from Keto. It's just Farlig, and it went from an even situation to nearly an unwinnable situation in the space of 15 seconds. Not even that. Let's see what Farlig can do. 1-on-3, nothing. Keto is too sharp. Should be headed towards 11 now for Big. Auto sniper even for Keto that is unfortunately not going to have a real impact on this round because everything's going on toward A. And just again, Maiden, a 1-on-4. How many times we've seen a 1-on-4 or a 1-on-3 for GODSENT to try and negotiate in this half? I'd say at least 5 times now. And from that kind of a situation, it's unlikely you're going to find a round. He does get the better of Xantares, but it's at the cost of 54 of his HP. Luckily, at least the bomb's right here in front of him. So that is not necessarily a concern. And now it starts to look a bit more doable. Searson, having dropped on the bomb site, puts it into a 2-on-1. Keto with an auto sniper. Things are a bit interesting. maybe Maiden can make this happen, but he's running out of time now and needs to get this next kill quickly. Can't quite secure it, and that's 11-4. Big secure.
Which kind of, I don't know, might have something to do with the fact that Big has a little bit more to play for in the context of this competition and this group. I mean, for Big, they're looking to secure playoffs, whereas GODSENT, really they're only playing to try to play spoiler and just facilitate their own improvement. So now Big moving on to that T side. They were looking quite aggressive on the CT side, so I'm sure they're going to be assertive enough to be able to take these bomb sites and take these stalls every which way they want to.
Yeah. See what Big is going to end up doing, but for now putting a bit of pressure toward the A bomb site with some of that util getting thrown in. Sandbags has now been cleared. Farley creeps up close next to the crane, and Tabson will have to be wary that he doesn't lose his head here. He's the player with a lot of the utility. Here we go! Oh. And, well, now he doesn't have a head anymore, nor does he have any utility.
That's full information, and you're seeing now Big just rerouting straight into this bomb site onto Zen.
Oh yeah, solid position though. Nice headshot found, but it's going to be traded through quickly. Man advantage still for GODSENT on the way in, just trying to deny the cross now. Everybody facing as one. Couple of binks coming through. Tizian looking sharp, but unfortunately can't get more than the single. Sticko very sharp on the USB to find the double at the exactly where he is. But Big, the spacing's still good and made it. Able to at least make his way across to Tetris. Finds an M4 in transition. It's just a matter of time now. Let's see how Big playing out the rest of the round. Almost the isolated fight there. Maiden just trying to find anything. Flash across, not going to hit the mark. And oh, Maiden. Okay, a winnable situation now.
Yeah, particularly because he knows where Tizian is. Such low HP. So Tizian really needs to just play this one quite safely. Can't afford to be giving up his life here because that really opens the door for Maiden in the one-on-one. Smoke down on the bomb. He's going to have to try and defuse. There's no other options. He's actually running out of time now as well. And Big, well, they'll be aware now that the round is probably won. There's a good shot through onto Kido, but he's too late to kill Tizian. And despite the fact that Maiden has done a lot of damage, he's not going to win the round. We'll at least get away with that AK, but 14.
But I guess this might be a bit more of a return to normalcy.
Oh, yep. And Zen looks to try to put a stop to that. Nade around the corner, knowing Searson's here as well, but Tabson going to drop the full grunt of it and a headshot to boot. So that's going to be bomb on the ground now. Searson just wants to try to retrieve it, and he's not able to trade. So Zen, again, just dominating mid. And GODSENT given a lifeline. Work. Hito's actually going to be spotted, but Zen goes forward instead, just trying to stand in the smoke as cover, waiting for Big to wrap around, and now might be able to perfectly time this one. Only get a single though as Tizian comes in with the cover. But GODSENT just rotating straight back as well. Solid positions on the site. Tizian trying to wrap this one open as, oh, who's that Maiden? Just going to be dancing around the smoke. It's a matter of timing though. Gets back to default. He's going to be doing big work. Sticko on the Deagle. Keeps this one alive for GODSENT. One bullet onto Tizian is all that he needs to connect. But Tabson, unable to convert this time. GODSENT with another.
Fall to Tizian. That's a good start for Big as they work their way in. Xantares trades down. He's got a second onto Maiden. This might just be it unless Zen can stand up tall, and he does. Right above the smoke, catching the kill onto Kido. A 2-on-3, but Tabson and Xantares low on HP. Bomb plant will go down. It's at the cost of Tabson's life. And Zen! He's going insane at the moment. Xantares the last alive. Deagle in hand. And now it's Xantares into the one-on-one.
3 HP and a dream. Can he get it done? He's sticking it. Oh, it's been stuck completely. And GODSENT send us all the way to the end of regulation after a stunning. Showing a whole lot of respect. Just falling back to site straight away.
GODSENT going back to more of the same. It's going to be the ramp contest into this execute.
Tizian actually gets the kill onto Crystal through the smoke, jumping up and down on the site. Big rotation coming in from Big at the moment. GODSENT are committing to the A bomb site, so that's good news at least for the CT side. Xantares. He's going to try and deal with more. He thought the body might have been a player, but in the end, he's okay. He still gets rid of Zan and now has to deal with Maiden, who rolls around the corner from scaffolding. Finds the trade at the very least, and through the smoke, Sticko catches Tabs, and now a 3-on-3, and it's on the precipice for Big.
The flank in from Kido.
And that's some great cover as well, but Kido brings it to the 2-on-2. Let's see if Big can work their way back in. Tizian, they seem to be aware that he's in lobby. They're 100% on this, and Farley deals with it nicely. This could be the end, boys. GODSENT man advantage. Kido, what can you do to salvage this round?
He's going to have to do something special, isn't he? But time is really running out. Pop flash up in the air, see if you can catch anyone with that. Peeks into the site, smoke down on the bomb. It's a Hail Mary here, but he can't make it happen. Maiden will...
I think that's kind of what GODSENT's going for here. Very, very quick approach from Big straight up into Con. He got the smoke on. I think that's kind of what GODSENT's going for here. Very, very quick approach from Big straight up into Con. He got the smoke onto jungle side, and Maiden's trying to find some openers before they get too deep. Sticko's done a decent job from Palace there, as well as Farlig on the A side. So Big not really getting too much done. They're kind of all sitting in towards window, in towards connector. No bomb site control, and they've lost a couple of players, Jordan.
They have indeed. Not a great start here for Big at all, and GODSENT are starting to... Well, I mean, I guess it's not fair to say yet that they're starting to run away with the map, but they're putting that groundwork down and building a nice position to bounce and launch from. 3 on 5. Just need to make sure that they don't let this round slip away. CSN, Keto, and Tabson are going to do their best to ensure that that is going to happen. A lot of util still here for Crystal, so won't be feeling too unconfident over toward that B bomb site. If they hear some footsteps, they can throw that nade in. But it's going to be Big grouping up in towards T-spawn and working over towards A. Probably no early rotation coming across from GODSENT, but for now, they don't need to. They have a numbers advantage, and that's fine.
Yeah, they got a P250. They got no utility. 2 of these players are armorless, so those body shots are going to do a fair bit more work.
Well, there's a chance, and that's if Big hit their shots and come out swinging, and that's exactly what they're going to be doing, although spotted finally Farlig. Makes his way through. Sticko going to be first point of contact on a balcony, but it's going to be Farlig to find the first. Sticko with another, and Farlig with the triple in total. So that's going to be GODSENT starting strong here on Mirage 1-0.
Packed, one of the Deagles goes large.
Big spray over towards the B bomb site of utility. Smokes are going flying in there, but Crystal could be good for one with the Deagle. Probably needs it. And did a lot of damage, to be fair, but no kill. Maiden on the rotate up short, though, has managed to find one and seeing another. The guns are being put to good work. Maiden, he has 2 now, and it's just a couple. In fact, only 1 remaining on the bomb site. Tizian, he's flanked from all angles, and GODSENT have won a miracle round.
Look, they pick up a couple of guns as well, and now their money looking pretty great. As for Big, like I said,
the retake.
Yeah, nice smoke to go into the market window as well, and bomb plant can go down as a result. 3 on 3, as you say, Mac. Defuse kit in hand for Tizian, but some decent post plants for GODSENT at the moment, and Big are going to send it out onto the site. Immediately, Tizian does drop. Now it's onto Stiko at bench to try and salvage. Tizian drops, and so does Tabson.
They're just trying to draw a lot of attention coming up Con, but this crossfire is looking pretty damn good. Searson waiting for the peak to come through, and he should go down. All right, 3 on 2 now. This is the A site found, and Big need to go for the retake.
This is the round that GODSENT has to win. They can get the bomb plant down. It's open, but they've given up a kill. Still, Maiden trades it down, so it's okay. 2 on 1. Xantara's deadly, though, today for Big, and he might be able to make this one happen. He can try to keep it alive for them. Knows the position of Maiden. Goes around the corner, but Farlig in that post plant.
Missed smoke creates space for Keto to actually walk out market here.
Just trying to wrap around. The bench player needs to hit. It's Maiden, who's been so solid for GODSENT, but he's going to be spotted. Great flick. Keto wants some more. He's going to be stuck at empty pillar, and it's all up to Maiden. Has to get past 3 now. Can't quite isolate. It's Keto to get it over the line, and Big take us to overtime again.
Now, once again, a big comeback on this.
Plant and pay that post plant from. He is going to go towards default. Has got the Molotov, so even if he wants to try to play towards default or something like that, or towards ramp, he could drop the molly. Sticko does have a smoke, but Searson going to keep things simple. Plays towards the firebox here, looking for a quick scope or a no scope to be able to close this round out.
He could be literally anywhere right now as far as Sticko is concerned. He was quite slow to come into this bomb site, so that gave time for Searson to really just go wherever he wanted to. Smoke down on the bomb. Sticko's going to try and touch it, and this is too easy. That is the cherry on the top for Searson.
Showing a solid line. Farley silently makes his way into window, and this could be a factor now. Both other players starting to make their way through lowers and into Con.
I don't know if they have the time, Mac. It's 28 seconds, and they're still walking around like it's the mid-round. There's no picks to be gained here. Big is very much on the extremities, and Searson is ripping them apart again from triple.
Farlig's gone in towards the B bomb site. Stiko's going to have to follow him. There's nowhere else to go. They need more entries on B, and they haven't got them. It's all down to Stiko, who's been doing well this map, but this is unwinnable, surely.
Oh, and there's just no time.
And now it is, because he's not been able to land that spray, and that's going to be that.
Chosen the CT, it's going to be big. So GODSENT, they're going to have a much better T side than they have been having. It's going to be big. So GODSENT, they're going to have a much better T side than they have been having all day long to start things off. Not only do they not have the momentum, having lost that last map. So let's see what they got for us. Dueling cross outside for the time being, taking a few duels with Tabson, which are not going too well. His USP seems quite on point at this point, but Farlig, that P250 sharp indeed.
Nice couple of shots from Farlig, but he's going to need a bit more than that. Still 3 players from Big to deal with, and CSN walks right into lobby, gets rid of Stiko. A 3-on-4, and now it's a 3-on-0. Big will win the pistol round. Trying to grasp at some straws right now, Pilski, but to come back from a 12-3 scoreline is not going to be particularly easy. Whichever brush you paint it with.
It's going to be quite difficult for GODSENT to make anything happen, particularly if they're not picking up this pistol, but Pistol is on the dualies. We're going to do something cute here as the Annex split comes in.
Love a bit of the dualies, and that's not gone too well at all for Big. GODSENT are here to play the CT pistol, and you blink and you miss it. It's over.
Dangerous place to be once that smoke starts to fade. Molly coming out of heaven, and Tabson, eyes on the prize that time. 3 seconds to plant, though. Crystal might be able to deny, but he cannot get out of Squeaky this time. Stiko coming in on the flank. Eventually, Molly forces him back, and that's going to be well dealt with for Big now.
Let me just check the script.
How many rounds do GODSENT need before you believe?
It's not OT on this third map.
It's not
sorry,
okay.
Yeah.
Hang on, wait, did you get the right script? Because
Yeah.
I know there was an update.
No, I think that's the final version. Don't think it's happening this time.
I'll have to check.
Wow, that's a lot of players down the vent.
Yeah, that's 4 players down the vent. Okay, so that's dealt with nicely. Tabson falling over towards Annex as he's trying to go for drops. Zentaras opens up on the B site, and this might just be all she wrote.
Farlig's going to sit inside of that molly for a little bit, and actually allows the bomb to go down here for Big. Back to the 4-on-3 because Searson has chimed in early in this retake with the AWP. Madden and Farlig left alive. Zen is going to drop, and it's all onto Farlig. This might be the last dying breath for GODSENT. They put in a good series so far, but Farlig has it all to do on his own. 1-on-3. Works his way across. There's a good headshot on Takedo, tapping the bomb now. Actually, he's going to sit the defuse. Ballsy play, and it won't work out this time. Big do eventually finish the map off 16-7. A marathon series from them, but they can be happy with the result in the end.